So let's start this game off, shall we? So he rolls a solid 12, so do I. So that's not going to be terrible. Our matchup is going to be very interesting. So let's see what I can do. I got a solid 5. I can't beat him. He's going to go first, which is fine because this deck wants to go second, just because the extra memory does help out a lot. So let's see what he can do and what I can do. So he's playing a blue-yellow mix while I'm playing pure red with Ancient Greymon. So it's going to be quite interesting, and I'm excited to show off this deck because the way you can OTK with his deck is nasty. So let's see what he can do and what I can do. He flips up Upamon, Digivolves into Strabi from BT-04, which is not bad. And then let's see what he'll do from here. He slams down Strabi to look at the top 3 cards. He gets a Tamer, and Ice Wall goes to the bottom, and he gets the Hybrid. I am fine with that. So hatch, I get Demimera for our egg, and this one is going to be quite interesting. I'm very nervous. I have the Flame Dramon that lets me pierce through, so this one's going to really help us with the OTK potential of this deck. Then we're going to go into the Agunimon that lets us warp into our Ancient Greymon. What I'm hoping to do is not warp into it, but I'm hoping to pretty much OTK in a way where I slam down Analog Youth to choke him down to 1, because that is the better play because I want him to give me more memory. So I'm debating on what card to grab. So I go for the Agunimon. I'm like, it's either the Agunimon or it's going to be the Flamemon. It's a tough call. I'm going to grab the Flamemon just so we can set up a board state and be able to search a little deeper. But having the Analog Youth really does help out. It's going to help out when our Digimon dies in combat or anything like that. Well, our level 5 or higher. He swings in with the Strabi. Hopefully we hit a Tamer. And we get a Tai Kamiya. I'm very excited for the tie. That's going to set us to 3. And this is going to put us so far ahead now that I'm going to just clear out all that security in one blow. So it's going to be quite exciting to see what I can do here. I wish I could get more power behind my swings, but I just don't have the resources right now. He plays Sora and Joe, so I have to be cautious on giving him the extra memory. I still want to memory choke him here because it's not a Davis on board. So I'm going to eliminate giving him extra memory this turn. So it's like I'm only going to give him as much as I want. I Digivolve into Alderman. This one allows us to shut off options when he gets into his Mega. So that's what we're hoping for. We're going to shut down all the Hammer Sparks and Ice Walls. Well, there's only one Ice Wall at the bottom of the deck. Then I play Takuya down so that he doesn't have any way of gaining extra memory with that Sword Joe. So that's going to be major big plays here. So now does he promote up? I don't know, but he's going to go for that swing. We get another Analog Youth, which is going to help us out a lot. That's going to bring us back to our turn. So we hatch. I get the Emperor Greymon because now we can OTK and win in one turn as long as our Emperor Greymon Ancient Greymon stays alive. So let's hope for the best here. I'm like, what are we gonna do here? I need to stop him from killing me because we're at 3 right now, and if he gets too fast ahead, we're gonna be screwed. So he shuffles up, and then I take the middle one and put it to the bottom is the game plan. Usually that's what I do with the security, is just a quick cut like that. It's super important just to get a good randomization. Then he plays Koji down, going to 3, which is not a bad play at all. I'm like, I think I have this game as long as I can choke him to, 1 or 3 next turn so that he can't do much. So I'm going to promote up. This stack is going to be nasty. He's going to have an extra security check So he's going to be 5 security checks in one go. And then if he dies at the end of it, then at least we can clear out. So we're going to go into Ancient Greymon for the 3 that it cost. Not 2. Sorry about that. It was supposed to be 3. Swing in with, Ancient Greymon for 5 security checks. He gets a Zoe. He adds the Magna Garurumon to his hand, which is not bad. Next check is a Boko. And then I was supposed to cut his eggs, but it's whatever. I wanted to cut his eggs down, but that's fine. We'll just have to deal with what we got. We get a Suzanomon. Our Emperor Greymon dies. Well, not Emperor Greymon. Ancient Greymon dies. So that's fine. We'll just go into Emperor after this and just win for game. But what we're going to do is tap our analog use. I'm just double checking everything like that. I just want to make sure we have 5. I'm like, am I going to activate his effect now? No, I want to do the analog use. But I'm still debating on what to do here. I'm just getting them ready and separated. Just planning ahead, which I should have just tapped the analog use and gone up. That's fine. And now I'm going to tap the analog use for the Emperor so that we go up. Demimera, because that is the proper play, is to tap the analog use, gain the extra memory, Flamemon, draw. And then it just straight up go into Emperor Greymon. And just clear out the rest of his security. Swing in for game. No options activate. He's a little beefier. Yep. Get Kumamon. And then we hit a Magna. Since our Emperor is above that Magna, we get him to survive. And he's at 1. Technically, he should be at 2, but it really doesn't matter. He would have to triple hybrid here, which is not going to help him. He ends up scooping because he can't just get over it. So that was game 1 in a nutshell. So let's see what game 2 will have in store for us, shall we? So game 2, he's going to make me go second. He's going to go first. So that's not bad. He's deciding if he wants the mulligan. I'm going to keep my hand. My hand's actually pretty decent for this push. So he's going to hatch. He gets an Upa. Then he's going to Digivolve into Shirabi from BT-07. And then he plays down his BT-04. Shirabi, there goes the Ice Wall, though. He's going to grab Jet Sylphie. He's going to put Jet Sylphie and Ice Wall at the bottom of the deck, so I can live with Ice Wall going about. I flip up Demimera. Digivolve into Flamemon. Draw. He gave me 3, which is quite good. I could just memory choke him real easy here. So I'm going to go give him 1 with the tie I put down, which is okay with me. Now, what is he going to do? Promotes the Shirabi up with the Upa. So he's not going to get the draw from the Upa. He hits a tie Kamiya here. Hits the Shirabi. Hits another tie Kamiya. So we got Oonga Boonga big numbers here coming for security checks when my Emperor goes off. This is going to be really nutty. So he's just going to go for the old-fashioned pass turn, which is fine. I'm going to be able to take out one of his Digimon. What I should have done was gone over the Starabi 2K, but if he could remove my sources and get that Upamon draw, I didn't want him to unbrick. So the goal was to get rid of the Upamon stack. So 1000 DP, get rid of the Starabi, so that we're pretty set there. Now I'm like, I got him. I can get him to 1 easy. I have a Boko. I'm going to play the Bokomon down, give him 1 to play with, and we're going to reveal top 5, and we can get 1 hybrid and tamer among them. So let's hope we get a tamer. We got a tamer, and we got our, hybrid. So we're going to grab the Agunimon for the Ancient Greymon play. Then we're going to grab Takuya Abia. Takuya is going to really help out for us winning games. So we're pretty set. I mean, we can Digivolve on top of our ties and not worry about anything for a bit. He's at 1. He flips up Upamon again. So he's got only very few options to really deal with me. At the moment, he knows I'm going to start just poking and climbing, and it's going to get ridiculous. So he swings into my Starabi with his Starabi. My Flamemon with his Starabimon, which is okay with me. 2k into my 1000 DP is not bad. And then he hits me with Tommy, making my Bokomon have no sources, but that's fine. We're going to hatch. We're at 3 anyway, so I get Kokorimon, and this is where I start climbing. Flamemon without the Piercer. Sadly, I draw the piercing one off of this Digievolution, which upsets me a little bit. I'm like, you could have been the other way around. But we Digivolve into a Agunimon, or, the 2 cost. And now we're going to climb into Aldermon after I swing with this Boko. Boko is going to take out the Starabi, setting him back a turn, which really does need to happen. So now I'm going to be pretty okay going forwards when I OTK this dude. So we're going to Digivolve into Aldermon, giving him 2 memory to play with, which is going to be very useful for us. I have Emperor Greymon in hand, so we're just going to clear out all that security. Well, not Emperor Greymon, Ancient Greymon. There's 2 really good boss Digimons, and I get those confused very easily. So we're going to hope for death. If there's a Susano in that stack at the end, we're really good. He promotes Tommy up, Kokorimon to 0. So he's going to swing in 6k. There's no targets. He hits a Takuya Abia Takuya. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 3 tamers back to back. And now he plays Zoe down to dig a little deeper. The Kumamon recover. He's going to offer me to make that cut. I'm going to take the middle one, put it to the bottom. So now we're just going to do the 1-punch style, get it out of here. So what we're going to do is get 7 of checks out of this, because we're going to go right into Ancient Greymon for 3. There we go. We did it right this time. So now we're going to just punch in for game. So punching in for game, basically clearing out everything. I wish I had like Gravity Crush in my hand. It would at least make it so I could just win in the same turn, as long as Ancient Greymon clears out all the security. So he hits a Zoe. So he's going to dig him a little deeper. He gets a Jet Sylphie to set himself up to memory gain up. No options can activate. I'm going to take the second from the top and put it to the bottom. There we go. Security check. Boko. Davis is going to gain him some draw advantage. So he's going to grab his Starabimon that he needs. Next check, he gets a Koji, and then he gets another Zoe. There we go. At least then he didn't get another recovery. I'm glad I hit that Zoe last, because that could have led to be really devastating if he hit anything else spicy. So we're pretty solid looking here. I got enough ties and I got enough Takuyas to really wreck house here. He's at 0, so I'm gonna probably just give, he's gotta get 3 anyway, so it's a tough call here. Doesn't seem like I have too much to worry about, but I'm gonna go for red memory boost, so that I'm gonna check the top 3 for targets. And I'm like, what do I need in this at this point? I'm gonna grab the Ancient Greymon. Grabbing that is gonna help us out a lot. So our board is just set for the stack. He digivolves into Starabi. He's got the Kokorimon up and running. He doesn't have a way of getting rid of all my Emperor Greymon's resources and being able to stun it, so we're pretty good there. He's gonna have to probably go for a recovery play. Possibly that might be his best bet, is go into Jet Sylphie and recovery 1, and then hope for the best that I don't have any other hybrids, which I do. I have one Agunimon in hand, so it's lethal on board. It's a very interesting deck. So Digivolves into the Girl of Zarafamon, and that's fine by me. Then Digivolves into Jet Sylphie. Recovery 1. So they're really beefy right now. That security might kill off my Ancient Greymon, I'm hoping. The Korimon swings. We get a 2K Flamon. It stays on the board, dude. And then Jet Sylphie swings in. We get Flamon yet again. Nothing too terrible. He doesn't have lethal on board, but I have lethal next turn. So let's see what he can do and what I can do. He's gonna warp into the Magna Garurumon he picked up earlier in the game with all these hybrids in his hand. So sadly, he's a little, I hate that he's a lot worse than his counterpart, but he was really banking on getting a Magna in hand. So like after drawing, so that he could bounce my Ancient Greymon out of here, which isn't a bad idea in the slightest. I'll go to 3 because of Magna Garurumon. And then we're just going to do the one punch style, clear out all security. We're going to clear it out one last time, and he's not going to have it. So yeah, there we go. That dies. And then we got hybrid for game. Agunimon for 2. And then we swing in for game, causing our opponent to lose. So what did you think about these games? How do you feel about Ancient Greymon one punching everybody out of here in this format? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.